One of the things that editors are now looking for are quirky personal themes, and particularly psychological themes is a huge market right now, and for good reason. Children are psychological human creatures. This wonderful book, The Bad Seed, is about a seed that is labeled as bad. Everyone considers this seed or person or boy or child bad. But the beauty is the sort of the big change. I've made a big decision. I've decided I don't want to be a bad seed anymore. I'm ready to be happy. Sure, I still forget to listen, and I still show up late, and I still talk during movies, and I do all kinds of other bad stuff. Wonderful book that explores personal change and a way to sort of identify themselves in a new way, to break free of their labels. This is a second one in the series, Cool Bean. What a wonderful character this is. And this is about this particular bean feels that it's not cool. He's not cool. But what happens is through kindness, actually. Well, let's first look. It seems there were two types of beans in the world. There were the cool beans and the beans like me. Great character. Great character. And what happens is, so it's about being left out. It's feeling like the other, unwanted. But through kindness, actually these cool beans embrace this little bean and bring him into their world, even though he gets to stay quirky and a bit of an oddball. The second category I want to talk to you about is the science category. Let's say, and I pulled this off the shelf right before the video. Is this one of these books I have? Isn't this amazing? Let's say you're obsessed with science or the natural world. I have two fantastic books to show you. The first is by Oliver Jeffers. This is a great book about notes for living on planet Earth. And right away, this was written and illustrated by Oliver Jeffers, which is great because it enables him to include his quirkiness into the illustrations. The planet is basically made up of two parts: land, rock, and dirt; sea, water. Really hot, bumpy, pointy, cold, flat, wet, hot, dry. It's a wonderful book that explores all the different aspects of our natural world, planet Earth, a very timely topic. Another one, what a fantastic concept this is. This is about the street beneath my feet. And what you see is the person on the street and the layers below. And the book really dives deep into all the different layers, from the sidewalk to the pipes and electrical, and then down to the sewer and the dead bodies and the archaeological things. So it's what a fantastic way to explore a really narrow sort of format, a narrow theme. So think about how you might dive deep into one aspect of your world. The next category is wisdom from one's environment. It's very environment-based, wonderful book illustrated by Christian Robinson. And what this book is about is the boy and the grandmother taking a bus ride on Market Street. So you see, it also explores the theme, Nana, how come we don't got a car? Here he is seeing people in cars. And they're on the bus. Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire. And old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you. What I love about this book is the wisdom gleaned and the variety, the diversity. Diversity is huge. A great thing to show in your book and to talk about. All kinds of diversity, all kinds of people. They explore together the different kinds of people and interacting with different people and the richness of the environment and exploring that. I know you're all going to be spending all your money on buying all these books. I apologize in advance. This theme is about the gifted and passionate child. This is another theme. This is part of a series that's done so well from the creators of Iggy Peck Architect. Andrea Beatty is the author, and David Roberts illustrates it brilliantly. It is it's a poem. It's rhyming. Art directors and editors have told me they really, unless you're amazing at it, don't attempt it. That's just what I've heard. The beauty of this book, it's what I call the passion-based learner, the passionate child. Maybe you have an eccentricity of your own, maybe a passion, maybe a uniqueness, or a child you know. You can explore that deeply. This is Rosie Revere, engineer. And look at this. She dreamed of becoming a great engineer. Alone in her attic, the moon above, dear Rosie made gadgets and gizmos she loved, and when she was sleepy, she hid her machines far under the bed where they'd never be seen. And obviously the illustrator did an incredible job showing the abundance and variety and diversity of the things that she uses and what she constructs with them. The people, of course, are illustrated so amazingly, but it's all about her passion and her sort of obsessive, fabulous quality. And last, we have Wit and Imagination, a wonderful book, Oliver Jeffers, and what a great way to show a different perspective. This is from the perspective not as of the child, but of the crayon. And I'll read by letters, through letters. So innovative. But innovation isn't enough. You can't just have a cool idea. It has to have real meat. Dear Duncan, yellow crayon here. I need you to tell orange crayon that I am the color of the sun. I would tell him, but we are no longer speaking, and I can prove I'm the color of the sun too. So it goes on, and it's pretty hilarious, and it's psychological, and it's hilarious. It's got a lot of variety. Dear Duncan, I see yellow crayon already talked to you, the big whiner. Anyway, could you please tell Mr. Tattletale that he is not the color of the sun? And it goes on. And look at the photograph of the torn and soiled piece of paper, the old-fashioned kid paper with the lines, coloring in from a book. Just a brilliant, brilliant concept. I hope that gives you loads of ideas for how you can write your own book.